And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Humankind. We sit at the sort of the level where we could go into the next era if we decided we were ready. It's not what we're going to do. We're going to hold off at least until we get, I think, both the merchant stars and sort of rack up a little more fame that way. We don't need to go rushing off into the next era. Take time. Especially if no one else has aired up yet. We want to be tech-wise appropriate for going into Era 3. And of course, we still want to get that money flowing. We may want to get Mind-Through Warfare so we can get War Elephants. Although, that wouldn't be the end of the world if we didn't get War Elephants, I think. And then the next era, of course, we're getting into Seafaring Mastery. Again, more money on that harbor. Gotta make the harbor... We've got a lot of harbors. Make the harbors worth more, right? And again, lots of interesting, useful stuff from here. Making the trade routes cheaper and more money from having people make trade routes with us. So, take our time here. We're gonna need some amount of money hanging around so I can buy stuff up. And we're spending influence mostly to develop things like the luxury resources as we find them. I suppose that's something I could do. So we can use our power investor to invest in bring territories. Oh, that's an influence cost. Okay. I think we'll hold off a little bit on that. And yeah, I can do it on any... So if they've already got an extractor, they get money and I get money. If they don't have an extractor, it puts an extractor there. I want to buy the thing. Okay. Oh, so there's another thing we could be buying with our money, of course. Is we could actually start trading. Start taking in trades. Sure, let's start making our money do stuff for us.
What do you want now?
Now, a lot of these, because again, there is trade maintenance on these, so I don't necessarily want to pick these up really. This one I think would probably be pretty decent. This is +5 on all cities, an additional +3 per additional one. The maintenance I think is going to be the same either way, so we can basically pick up 3 levels of this. So that would be about 11 times our 3 cities, so that basically pays for the maintenance there, so we'll do that. Gold's expensive, but it's also percentile, so that might be decent. Grab both of those. That's money per trader. We do have a decent number of traders. Let's grab the pearl. Think about the food later. Meantime, that should be making our areas a little bit more stable, and it is. Okay. People just got another person, converted some more people to our religion. Attitude's improved, okay. Now I feel differently about me.
How do you do, whoever you are?
Ironbind have come to me looking for help. Interesting. Yeah, they're not doing super good. They've got copies on, that's about it. Living fairs, knowledge authorities, elders' wisdom, or foreign inventions. Interesting. Not going to do anything about that yet. Don't need the food too much, so let's slide them over to industry. You probably could do with more food because you need to grow more. Although you're not growing so much because you don't have as many rivers. You're mostly islands. Probably do some more stability. Let's buy out the stability building. There we go. New wonder could be claimed. Might be tempted to do that now.
Come over here.
The only game in town. Strength, stamina, or mind? Science, movement speed, combat strength, and then it's moving towards homeland or geopolitical, world on geopolitical, or mind. We go speed for the moment. We're gonna just I think it needs to be a little bit faster. What wonders do I actually have up for grabs? Rain Garden from the First Era. Mausoleum. Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion. Gives us influence, or gives us faith per adjacencies. That actually might combo pretty well off the docks. And then your place on coastal. Which units spawned when the city is under siege. Industry per adjacent harbor. Okay, that's got some potential there. Grab the roads. Claim the wonder. Wonder is claimed. Gonna be... Oh, it has to be a coastal square. It doesn't have to be on the coast. It can be off the coast. So I could do something like there or there. That would work. And there would actually be pretty good if we end up getting another emblematic harbor, because we could put a harbor in both those spots and really crank the industry up. Okay. Sure. That's where it's gonna go. We're not actually gonna put it at the end of the top of the queue. We're gonna put it at the end of the queue. Although I might be a little bit more aggressive trying to buy stuff out. Get us to it quicker. Same thing here. You at the end of the queue. And here's actually probably a good place where we just think about buying stuff out to get there sooner. Go this one more turn. You're still exploring. You're trying to figure out where on that island we want to put the spot. I mean, they don't take the islands up there. That's a pretty long, spindly bit. We'll see.
Of course.
Okay, so we basically have a rough idea of what the island looks like. Over there for a bunch of industry. Leave it here. No, probably putting closer back to the left shore is probably the way to go. Let's just have you run over and put it there. Oh, we'll do that next turn. Okay. can go ashore next turn. And you're far enough along, buy out the artificial reserves, or well, buy out whatever that tech is, and then we're now on Colossus of Rhodes as the next one. It's gonna take, if it's only building it by itself, it's going to take 15 turns, which is a little bit of time. And do you follow up by helping, that'll accelerate it a bit. And then again, we have it at the end of this queue. Got enough money, we can try to speed other things up, but doesn't look quite enough there. Foreign outpost complete. Interpreters reducing money cost for buying.
Not everything worth appreciating was forged by human hands.
Found Mount Vesuvius. Gained a merchant star. Good to see. That's one of the things we were holding off with ending the era on. Okay. Looks like there probably is some islands to the north here. Although those could just be normal sea zones, it's hard to tell. So the question here is, do I attach this to the capital, or do I make it its own city? Be 309 to attach it to the capital. Making its own city is 1,000.
So, tell me. Your I'm on it.
More science, more influence. No. Is that everyone in the classical era now? Yes, everyone is now in the classical era. People are ready to leave the classical era, but you know, everyone's now in it. Upgrade those guys to swordsman because we can. You're both working on the Colossus. So from a buying out standpoint, you're the one where I buy places out, and that puts us on the Colossus. The Colossus will be done in 4. Might be more to the southwest. Yeah, getting to 390 is not going to be too hard. Wonder will be nice. Yeah. And yeah, we can go up anytime we want. We're not in a rush because no one else has gone up yet. Please probably want to pick up the merchant star before we go up. We'll pick up some incidentals along the way. We'll probably pick up the grain star. Probably pick up the scientist star. There's rhetoric, so that's probably giving us the science star. Yeah. never mind. Yeah, so I think that's probably fully surrounded the seas, so that probably means we want to attach it over to Carthage. Fair enough. Research is currently out. How many texts do I need before I max out the science stars? 5. Okay, so a lot of texts. Oh, they don't necessarily need to be of this era. They could be previous era texts. Mounted warfare, so we can take the emblematic unit if we want. Yeah, I'm probably going to want to get access to both Common's Quarter and Siege. So, there's 4 of the 5. We're trading for copper, so going craftsmanship wouldn't be too terrible. I don't have a lot of... Well, I don't think... Well, actually, no, I probably do have a decent amount. Might want to do masonry. Back and do masonry. It's the 5th. Yeah, let's go back and do masonry as the 5th. Again, that'd be around about the point where we're going to be like, we want to area up. Here's the grain star. That was kind of expected. Cartridge is 390. Okay. Urgent affairs. Map of the heavens. The Emperor's achievements in the sciences are already a matter of great pride. Now, a bright, industrious woman hailing from the Empire's most renowned center for learning, Byblos, has presented you with an atlas of the heavens, dividing the stars into constellations. Their wheeling nature, once the domain of gods alone, now approaches human comprehension. How should it be used? Militarize or educate? Educate pushes us towards collectivism. Militarize pushes us towards geopolitical. Vision range or money at the cost of, or science at the cost of money. We're gonna go eagle-eyed for the minus side. We're running money. I kind of actually want to go towards individualism, the economic side, the money side of that. This is pushing us the wrong way.
Your empire is an enigma.
My empire is Enigma. Well, it's a trade empire, so...
You have my ear. For a time. If I cannot teach you wisdom, I will teach you regret.
Straight for that gemstone.
Now here is a civilization with whom great things can be done.
Now that you have trade links with everyone, you can at least make money if you can't make peace.
Yes,
At least make
greetings.
money.
I hope you don't mind if I stare.
Makes sense. And of course, they're getting money, so they're buying stuff from us as well. Take the gold. Gemstones are nice as well. Okay. I suppose a lot of... Oh, next turn we'll have the Colossus of Rhodes done.
This Colossus is a mighty image for a mighty empire, and it's discreetly garbed in a toga for those who pass beneath.
Discreetly garbed. Ancient Carthage. Okay, 3 idle cities. I gotta decide what the cities do. Gonna about an idle army, which is probably just gonna do as much fog busting as it can in the exploration, where it goes back. I suppose at this point you're at the point where you just need to make food. You need to make food because you're running out of other jobs. Influence, because we want more influence. We don't have any research quarters, so that's worthless. We have researchers, so that's not too bad. There's also more research slots, so let's do that. Science per pop. Actually, science per pop is probably even better than science per researcher. Stability, and then we'll all in. It's only +3, but it's more than nothing. And then if there's anything left, do that one. Okay. Oh, animal worms, definitely. Influence. Science from researchers, science from population. Got no research quarter, so that's worthless. Wall, line of sight. Money, granary. There. Money, wall, line of sight, 2. There we go. Anyway, we're still waiting for the last agrarian, or last money star. Another 2,000 money, we'll have that in 4 turns. At which point we'll be sort of debating whether or not we want it for the tech star, probably at that point.
I would not put myself in this position if I feared the consequences.
It would be best to let by...
Your empire...
Necessarily going to start stuff with my neighbors right now.
Zeus has been incarnated in a magnificent statue by somebody else.
Well, that's bound to happen to some of the gods. Dungeon Warfare, so we can pick up our war elephants if we wish. Static star, so another star complete. Yeah, if I want to make use of this island, this is probably the island we put this on. Doesn't really matter where we put it. Go there. Or, so if it doesn't matter where I put it, I just put it underneath us, right? Just do that. Go. Claim the island. Carthage grows. Arguably, if we're still sort of running contiguous along the coastline, that's the next one over there. So maybe we get our guys traveling that direction.
We're taking the boat.
Oops. They'll still make it back to the coast in time, so it's fine. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make this one a city. I think I'm going to just attach it to the Byblos. A little more tempted to make up here a city. Because then it can connect around this way. The other ones is to open up trade relations with the miners up here. Let's do that. Establish contact. And then we throw money at them. Establish contact. Throw money at them. Gain a little bit of lifespan that way, and we get a little bit of patronage. So they'll be around in theory for 28 more turns. There, in theory around for 25 more turns. Okay. We got a merchant star. So really all we're hanging around for is maybe pick up some science. 4 more science text to max up the science star.
Blades in the water.
And that's looking like it's going to be 12 turns. Has anyone air it up yet? No. Until someone airs up, I think we're happy staying there. We're on to give alms for even more money.
Here is a proposal to get your
Yes,
Sure.
I cannot dispute the benefit in that.
Oh, this city up here. This, one more turn for that city. And we can develop its resources before we attach to the stuff. Conquest researched. Going to attach outpost cost. Good to know. New winter can be claimed, but I got other things I want to spend influence on.
Knowledge, in a form that is codified and searchable, has become available to all. This is no small gift.
Not exactly sure where that came from, but on board that. That might probably the library. Library's part of it. That's because the library's complete. That makes sense. You're 10% cheaper. Still 400 something. So next turn. Can pick up another wonder. Not what we're doing. Build attach. Yeah, thinking it's probably going to be one of these is going to become the 4th city. If we can diplomatically annex one of these guys, it'll probably be actually one of these guys will be the city, and then we'll attach the territories to it. Force these guys to move towards us quicker. Let's start using our influence to cause them to defect quicker. Yeah, so 2 more turns, we can sign something off the second one. Which will probably be trading charter. So I can access their resources. Okay, suppose in the meantime, let's go ahead and buy a bunch of this stuff up. Use our money. then we'll get you to build the War Elephant Corps. Have you work on the island. Get you build our fleet. And the capital is doing the slow boat in the building.
The world comes a bit closer together, thanks to the first trade link that will bring shiny baubles and greedy vendors.
Okay, trading their stuff. In theory, they've got a lifespan of 33 turns, so they should hang around. We are trying to rapidly get up their patronage. Again, we want to try to go for assimilate here. Not client state. Might client state one of them, we'll see.
With a first
Don't
ship,
hangs around long enough.
you can protect your interests far from home, and maybe redefine what those interests are.
Maybe redefine what those interests are.
And he.
Picked up in the grain star.
Your empire becomes one of the giants, astride the globe. And what will you do with this power?
Yeah, we're actually pretty solidly in first. Apparently, going all in on money is not a bad plan. I think we're going to pick up this Iron Star and then we'll air up.
Do something clever today. Sign
Yes, I cannot dispute the benefit in that.
This is unexpected. Excellent.
I have a
An emblematic unit is a living culture manifested in an organized troop. Let's see how the neighbors view it.
Let's see how the neighbors view it. You're ready to be treated right. Yeah. Raiding center. Buy your iron. Only got iron to sell, but we want to buy it all.
Yes, greetings. I hope you don't mind if I stare.
It is good to see a friendly face in this fickle world.
And if we at war with these guys as allies, I could try to coerce them into peace. We're not going to do that with our tiny army. Maybe when it's less tiny.
Here is a proposal to get your heart.
You are as just as you are wise. Let's.
Right. At the cat.
Animal magic, cats or ferrets. Progress or tradition. I like cats. Not important. Not important as far as the gameplay is concerned. It's just move one towards progress or one towards tradition. We're going to tradition, for the moment at least. The navy expands, the army expands, treasury expands. I could be buying stuff out. So yeah, we could be buying stuff out. There's not much Actually, that's pretty valuable. Not much here that's warranting getting done anytime soon, but... Okay. Yeah, still potentially thinking about turning you into a city. And then, where are we on stars? Yeah, we have the expansion of star. Fair enough, so we're just trying to get the science star complete, which we know is going to be done in 3 turns. That's one of the 3.
Oh. Your proposal makes good sense.
Okay, until we get deep ocean-going vessels, we can't really explore more of the ocean down here. This is one down here for an island that we might want to take over. I wouldn't be surprised if there's islands up there. There goes you. So next turn we get into the treaty here. Profit sharing is tempting. I think we'll do cultural export though, because we want to make them a bit more preferential to us. Seems of logic here. I don't necessarily need the money super much. 30 science, 40 influence. Okay. Could pick up another unclaimed wonder. You could either the mausoleum or the church of Our Lady Mary of Zion. You know, I'll grab the church. Grab the church, we'll figure out what we want to. Gives me something to do in some of our cities for 2 turns. You want adjacent quarters, so it wants to probably be adjacent to some of the old harbors. Could put in the capital, that would give it adjacency on both of you. So I think you're 2 types and you're 3 types, so that's actually probably gonna be like 5. I am correct. So it's a base of 3 per civic, 7 base. And then what? Plus 2 per type of quarters next to. So yeah, it's 5 adjacencies there. Is there any other place that'd be? Well, that would be equally strong. That'd also be another 5. I think that's the only place that's gonna be equally strong. Boosting the capital, I think, is worth doing. So let's put in the capital for stability reasons. Let's finish up the capital previously working on first. Although I can do the magic of money and to say, that's done, that's done, that's done, you're working on it. There we go. Siege tactics researched. And masonry is so close to done, it finishes as soon as we end the turn. Okay. Or as soon as we get any science, I think, probably. Shame I don't have to go there to pick that up. Okay. You're at 50, so we can grab... If I had the influence, I don't. It's gonna be the same here soon. Oh, it's already the same there. Okay. Need more influence. Okay, so Askamites have transitioned to the Aztecs. Masonry is researched, and yeah, this is the time we're gonna pick the era. We know we know the other people are starting to take the transition, and well, unless we're getting kills or really stacking influence, we're done. It's era time. It's era upping time. So the question here is, do I go the Norsemen for more ducks? Tempting, but those are militarist stars, so that's actually going to be hard to get good value off of unless I start stabbing people. Money per horse, money per adjacent horse deposit, tempting. Money per number of access to luxury resources, money per number of access to strategic resources, also very tempting. Trade routes, money per adjacent market quarter. I think most of the docks are counted as market quarters, so if you're just putting this next to market quarter, next to the docks, this is pretty powerful. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the Ghanaians here. We're not gonna lean in on more and more docks, although we'll be tempted for. If there's any more merchant ones that come up with docks, we'll probably go and engage with them, or even if it's just anything that comes with docks that are not militarist. We're just not interested in militarist. Also, if this was like a barbarian, like a Viking barbarian or a Viking raider or something, boat. I don't need boats. I need land troops. I got a nice exposed land border. Yeah, this is how we're going. Also, land troops. This helps with the thing we actually have the problem with. We're adopting it. Confirming. Some wreck, and then you're gonna try to get shore. We're gonna pick which tech we want. Because the era up hasn't actually occurred yet, we got so much overhill we just collect organized warfare. Fortifications or craftsmanship. We'll do craftsmanship. It'll be done in 2, and then we're going to be picking stuff in the medieval. Okay, let's enter the medieval era.
Wisdom and technical innovation from earlier eras bring humankind new knowledge, and we immediately use it to find new ways to kill each other off. Greater empires build more powerful armies, but brute strength may be defeated by superior innovations. It is brains versus brawn, with ever richer cities as tempting spoils for the victor. Brute strength and innovation? How about trade, travel, and a lifestyle supported by tolls? I'd say the Ghanaians were onto a good thing.
Money. Gotta have that money. New era, medieval era. Once again, we are merchants, so it's money, money, money. More money. Giving my heresy, okay. Apparently I'm heretical.
We've been going nowhere.
Yes, I cannot dispute.
At the catch.
I'll get you... Well, yeah, let's get the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion completed, and then it's on to luxury markets. When you need more people working on food, it's apparently not making enough food, so fix the food situation like so. That's because we built up armies in the other cities, right? So this city didn't shrink when the other ones shrank. Missing armies got deployed. And then we're rich enough, we just click you, you're helping on the wonder. Good to know. Land rights. Money instead of influence can be used to claim, attach, and merge territories, or plus 10 food per attached number of territories. I think in the long run we're going to go with that option. Well, maybe not right now. Something like that.
We have our orders.
And yeah, the craftsmanship will finish in a single turn. And then we'll be moving onward. Do enough influence to do what we need with these guys. One, not both. Okay, we'll take cultural export with one. And then we'll have to save for the other one. Craftsmanship's done. Oh, I forgot to queue up the text for the air. Oops. Seafaring Mastery. +4 money per harbor, times all of our harbors is a lot. Chivalry for special units probably makes sense. It takes us to feudalism, okay. Extra city camp. Cheaper buying of stuff. Into more access to iron. And then at that point I suppose we're revisiting what we need to do. Okay. The Empty Hills. Standing on the high peak in the Empire, a landscape of denuded woodland stretches out as far as the eye can see. Where once the sounds of woodpeckers and bear would have been heard in the dark undergrowth, now only the whistles of wind between the stumps remain. The insatiable appetite of your biggest cities for fresh lumber has led the surrounding lands to be stripped of trees. Planting of seedlings will help long term, but what amends can you make today? Import. Lose money. Move towards individualism. Or limit. Move towards progress. We'll pay the money to move towards individualism. Okay. So the Wonder will be done next turn. Claim that region. I need 400 to do cultural export here. Although at this rate, I might want to save up for the assimilation here first. Yeah, I'm at the point where I think we need to take the. That's not it. One where we spend money, land rights, inherited land, money instead of influence.
An interesting choice, which may lead to a concentration of wealth with interesting and unexpected consequences.
We're not currently in first, we're actually in second. Fair enough. Yeah, and then to making cities is still. I thought that changed the money. Maybe that doesn't apply until next turn. Oh, attaching cities and absorbing cities is money. Making them cities is not. That's still influence. Okay.
One can almost feel the sense of mystery emanating from this remarkable sight.
Yeah, for the moment, I'm happy with the armies.
So you have invested in the construction of a holy site. Is this an opiate or a panacea?
A merchant from afar. Of course, we consent for allowing them to come in and trade with us. Building our implementing districts in a whole bunch of different places. Oh, the new city. I'm gonna wait until it's built. It's gonna take. Oh no, it's built pretty quickly. Okay. Claim the iron mine. Claim the luxury. Influence. Set up a harbor. So that maybe is the best place for him. The 10. Okay.
Your first harbor. Fishing, trade, voyages of exploration. You will see many things out of this tiny window onto a huge world.
Okay, so the mic didn't quite pick it up there, but you, because I was keeping you laughing quiet enough, but it's like, it's your first harbor. I'm like, it's not my first harbor. It's the first normal harbor. Yeah, first normal harbor. That's probably the best way to describe that. Yeah, so we're going to be approaching 100 ripples soon. I'm not sure how much assimilation is going to cost. Of course, assimilating will give us a new city, which then we can merge all the regions into using the power of money. That's at least the plan.
Let us formalize our
You are...
Cultural exchange. When I only need to get up to 100. I do that, we get to 100 next turn. Okay, save that little bit of influence, which I'll probably need to spend for the assimilate. Okay. That's going fine. These are building up. Got a bunch of stuff I should actually backfill, but we'll do that after we build the districts.
15 market quarters? Who knew there was such fortune in begging, borrowing, and stealing?
Send those guys out. They're still on the way over. Okay. Hit 100, so I can evaluate how much it's going to cost. Oh, I need more share of the total patronage. Okay, so turn that back up because I need more share. And share percentage is probably rising. In the meantime, we'll do cultural export here. And we're, again, here, we're at 47%. So we're hoping to get up to 60% share, which might be hard to do if they're investing just as hard as we are. We do them every 10 turns, gives us a little more patronage to squeeze it a little closer to our side.
So, tell me.
Yes, I cannot dispute the benefit in that.
Okay, I probably got enough.
I'm listening.
We would all benefit from growing closer.
Oh.
It's not worth
Go
worrying
around
about.
and just buy up all the luxuries.
Enough of this rot.
Oh, I should maybe I should wait till I have Seafaring Mastery and get the Oh no, Seafaring Mastery is not what I'm thinking it is. Guilds. I'm not gonna wait. We got enough money for them. Got enough money now.
Yes, greetings.
We'll do
I hope
now.
you don't mind if I stare.
We'll take care of stuff. In the magic of trade. Okay. Oh, and they now have access to more horses, because I gave them more money, so we can buy more horses off of them.
Yes, greetings. I hope you don't mind if I stare.
Suppose I might run out of... Yeah, okay. It's enough for the moment. It has bonuses and costs, and I'm spending a lot of costs. Claim territory. This now just costs money, so I have the money, so that's not a concern. The territory. Same over here, this just costs money. I've got the money, so grab the territory. As far as integration over here, we need to get the 6%. I think it is drifting our direction. Oh, the question is drifting towards 60, drifting far enough in our direction. The answer may be no. And maybe just is equally denying them as they're denying me. At this point. And founding a city is still going to cost influence. So I need to save up like 1,000 influence for city. To get the
You
fourth
have
city.
unlocked seafaring. To safely travel the dangerous, hungry oceans. You can cause trouble anywhere you want now, and have a better chance of getting away with it.
Better chance of getting away with it. Discover seafaring mastery. Here we go. There we go. The luxury market's coming online. In theory, that's another place I can build a luxury market. Get that in the queue. I suppose, again, claiming more territory is just more money. We have money. The one thing we have, it is money. Hawks on the wind. Heed or ignore. I can accept that we're going to lose some industry to try to mitigate the pox. Yeah, things seem to be going well. Let's able to turn it. A little tempting to maybe go inland and get the luxury there, but I am not going to. I'm attaching you to the ones that you could be attached to. We have it funding-wise, although that's another stability penalty to the city here. Do another stability penalty. We could take it. That wouldn't be wrong. Okay, let's do that then. Oh, alright, so that region does have access to a capacity built dock. Which probably... Oh, it's only deep water there. Okay, never mind. Doesn't get a dock. Those are all about the same. Plop it up the river. Merchant from afar 2. Disaster. Carthage is beset with a violent pox, probably brought into the city by the caravan of traders recently granted entry. The gods must be increased. Okay. It's 150 food we lose. That could be worse. Definitely worse.
We've been going nowhere.
You're...
It's been trending up to 52. Up to 52. Again, we need to get up to 60. Got a builder star. Meantime, people are buying our resources. Nice to see.
So, tell me, shall we become closer?
Sure.
You are as just as
Just gonna
you
ignore
are
the fact that our
wise.
allies are at war with people.
So, will this independent people be an ally or an enemy? A barrier or a blessing? Their future may not be in their hands.
That may, in fact, be true. Their future may not be in their hands, but whether it be in ours is an entirely different problem. Yeah, I think we're going to end up making our own city. That'll work out. That won't be too bad. The question is, do I want it to be this end or that end? Probably this end. This is the one that's going to be full grown, right?
I'm listening.
This is
Tell me about
they're at
yourself.
war with my ally, which is fine because we're ignoring the fact that our allies are at war with people. It's not my job to be the world police. Colony model crop rotations. All food, tiles producing food. Produce one more. Got a garrison. Winter can be claimed. That's not what we're gonna go for. Tempting as it might be. Plus 2% money per turn, or per number of unique types of resource in the Empire is pretty nice, yeah. I'm gonna resist picking up a wonder for the moment, although that one is probably the most tempting. Because you are becoming a city. City now. And expansion is via money, so that's really cheap. Get another expansion star, and then I think you can get attached. Presence of a hostile army. Oh. Why are you hostile?
Will we end the day friends or foes?
Why are you here?
We would all benefit.
You are a hostile army in my territory. That is why I am here. Maybe should have made sure our units are up to date before playing. This is a 4v1, but it is apparently not a very fair 4v1. Okay. No, that fight's not very well. That's sending that start sending the army around in case we needed to deal with the problem. The problem continues to escalate. Just barely win the fight. Okay. For that army counts as hostile, we're just going to add that region to the place we're trying to attach it to. Okay, I think with that, that's probably a good place to put a part break in. We're about halfway through all the stars we need for the medieval era. That's not putting us in first. That's technically putting us in second. In fact, we just fought the person who's in first, so that's just showing us why number one is probably number one. They're probably really good at fighting. We haven't picked up any in the merchant stars, so we've got a lot of fame ahead of us as we pick merchant stars. And arguably the person who is ahead of us in merchant stars. They only won in era 3, and they have all the fame, all the stars they need to tech up. Era up. And yeah, most of our stuff has come from expansion and builder, which weren't really what we were aiming for. I'm gonna pick the science star, and again, we're gonna stay in this era probably until we pick up the merchant stars. So we need to get the money flowing. Get the money flowing quite a bit. Although these emblematic districts here are gonna do that real well. This city might need some help getting stable, but we'll see if that works out. Looks like I try importing some more luxuries and see if that works as well. But yeah, I hope you've been enjoying. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We're going to take a short break here so I can get up, stretch legs, sip some tea. I definitely need a little bit of a break because my throat's getting a bit sore. But we're going to try to play out the rest of the stream here for another hour, which we'll do after about 3 minutes of break. So until the next bit, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.